Hello folks, Killface of Balor here. I wanted to point out that I am in fact Mirdon on Epona. So apparently people were surprised by that, even though I've filmed a couple of videos as Mirdon, so that surprised me in turn. But I will put on a more classic Mirdon appearance here. And the reason I'm in the global arena is because you can see both my name and my server. All right. Now, the other thing I wanted to do in this video was just give some basic starting tips for newer mages. All right, a couple of things. Thing one. Stats. Stats are easy for mages, so this is actually great. You'll notice that all of my stat points are in focus. The green numbers are what is added by your gear, and the white numbers are the points that you yourself have applied. Let me switch into my normal gear so that you can see my build more for the way that it would normally be. All right, so here we are. Now, in the beginning, as a mage, you want about half and half most of the time, vitality and focus. And the rules are focus boosts your damage output, and vitality boosts your survivability overall. That's very generalized, but it will help. If you're dying too much, put more in vitality. If you're not dying very much, it's probably time to put more in focus. And there will be a lot of considerations with skills and things like that, but still worth noting. As far as your actual skills, you're mostly going to want to either be a fire mage or an ice mage, but I'll get more in depth into that in the future. One thing that is worth looking at is, right now I'm an ice mage. The reason that you want to be fire or ice is because of these skills here, right? This is going to boost my ice blast and ice shards by 2101, right? The issue is that fire attunement will cancel this skill, and I cannot cast this skill while I have fire attunement going. And fire attunement here will tell you it will cancel the effect of ice attunement. And fire attunement does the opposite. It boosts both firebolt and firestorm. You'll see it's only by 42. That's because I only have 1 point in it at the moment. It is less of a boost than ice attunement is. But that being said, firebolt and ice shards are both excellent damage, even considering that you can't use both with their respective attunements. Whether you are fire or ice, it's never a terrible idea to put points in both firebolt and ice shards. And the reason that this is important is those are the two first skills you get, and you get them for free, right? The game will tell you to put a point in firebolt. It's not the end of the world. You can pile points in both firebolt and ice shards, and it's okay. You're going to want to get the other skills, the attunement, and then your area of effect, whether that be firestorm or ice blast. Ice blast, it reaches a bunch of targets, as does firestorm, but they tend to be expensive, especially firestorm because it's kind of rare. And the attunements can be a little bit expensive when you're starting out. What is not expensive are the skills that come from the shop, and the big one is Energy Shield. This skill actually comes from a shop. And in that shop, all of the skills are 5 gold. Now, you'll have to have completed a good part of the starting quest line in order to get those skills. I believe that you only have to have made it through Crookback as of the last update to the tutorial, although I could be wrong. Either way, you can find normally a high level of the appropriate class. Like, I cannot, from this character, buy warrior skills. I can only buy mage skills. But normally you can find An appropriately leveled character, preferably a high leveled character of your same class, and ask them for the skills that you need. And you should be able to afford to pay them for those skills. Those skills are going to be 5 gold each. If you see them in the auction house, those are normally people trying to scam you. So stay away from that. There are skills like Ice Blast and Ice Attunement, for instance, that will be in the auction house, but the ones that go in the vendor, you should not pay for at the auction house. You should ask a higher level to buy for you. Anyway, I hope that gives you some basic direction. I will go more in depth into some of this in the future. And this was just basically here to show you, yes, I, Killface of Balor, am also Mirdon on Epona. All right. Thank you, and have a nice day.